Hello YouTube family, today is July 16th and I'm here to show you my nectarine tree. My tree, I have it covered with this net right now. As you can see, the reason why I have it covered with the net is because of the birds. The birds, they come and they pick at the fruit and they'll just eat a little bit of it and not even eat the whole fruit. So right now I'm taking the net off and I just have it tied with a regular hair rubber band and a clip. And so I'm taking it off so you can see all the beautiful fruit that's in there. Oh my goodness, it has to be about maybe 30 pieces of fruit. But when I say fruit, they're humongous, they're big, and they're sweet and they're juicy. So what I'm doing, I'm just feeling around each fruit to see which one is soft or firm. This one's soft, it fell right off. It does have some bug damage to it, so I'm gonna put it in the container for now and I'll address the bug damage later. I will say that from all the nectarines that I picked, you're gonna have some type of bug damage on at least maybe 30% of the fruit on the tree. So a lot of them are still firm, very firm to the touch. So I'm going to leave those fruits on the tree still so they can continue to ripen. But the ones that are soft and that just fall right off by touch, I'm going to take those in and I'm going to see if they have any bug damage or not. All these are still firm. This one fell off. This one is ready. So, but there's a lot of other ones that are not ready. And so I'm just going to keep them on. Look at the beautiful color of the fruit. It's like a real deep, I don't even know what color it is. It's just so beautiful. This one I'm just going to take it off because it's soft to the touch, but it still was clinging onto the tree very firmly, but it's soft, so it needs to come. But look at the color of it. It's so beautiful and they are humongously big. Let me tell you, last year was the first year that the nectarines produced fruit, and it produced a whole bunch of teeny tiny small nectarines. So I did some research and I said, let me thin them out, because to have 100 of tiny walnut shaped fruits doesn't make any sense. So I thinned out maybe 50% of the nectarines that produced this year. I thinned them out 50% and I left just like maybe 3 or 4 on each limb. And let me tell you, from what I did last year to this year, big, tremendous difference. Look how big they are, and they're perfect. They're perfectly shaped. The flavor of them is sweet. So I highly recommend you all that are growing nectarines or peaches or plums to thin out your fruits. It's going to make a humongous difference. The plant will be able to distribute its nutrients and provide bigger fruits for you way easier than if it has 100 or 200 small itty bitty fruits. So I just wanted to share that with you. But now I'm just going around feeling each fruit. There's still a lot of them on the actual tree that are firm, so I'm not going to remove them. I'm going to leave them on there and I'll come back in a couple of days and check on them again to see this one's nice, but they have bug. I would say out of all the nectarines that I picked today, I would say maybe 70% of them had bug damage, and some more than others, but some not that much. Yeah, so when you cut the nectarines open, you'll see the damaged part, and sometimes you'll even see the actual worm in the fruit, which is highly disgusting, but whatever, it's nature. You just cut that bad part off and scrape off, of course, remove the bug. See, this one right here has 2 holes, maybe even 3 holes in it. Looking at it, it's like, oh, just throw the whole thing away. But once you cut it open, it's really not that bad on the inside. And you would be throwing away like 80% of good fruit just because of a small section of damaged areas. So don't throw them away. Cut them open, examine them. The parts that's bad, get rid of it. But like I was saying, 70% of the fruit that I picked today, which was probably maybe 15 nectarines, had some type of bug damage on them. So, you just have to deal with it. It's what happens when you are a backyard gardener and a organic backyard gardener. I do not add any type of pesticides to my fruit trees. Everything's natural, organic. I use cover cloths like the one you see on there to protect from any bugs I can, and birds. Birds are the biggest pests that we have. I'm wearing these plastic gloves right now because I'm not able to locate my gardening gloves, and I don't like to put my hands inside of the tree because of bugs and any unexpected unwanted guests. So that's why I have these cooking gloves on my hands right now. See, this nectarine had a lot of damage, but once I had cut it open, it was just that top part right there that was bad. So the rest of it was good. This is my beautiful tree. And this is the final harvest. Look at the vibrant color of each fruit, you guys. It's amazing. Right now I'm going to cover the tree back up because there's still a lot of fruit that's remaining on the tree, and they're not done. They're still very firm. I don't really like my nectarines hard and crunchy. I like them a little bit softer. So I'm going to leave these on. These are the nectarines that are all the way at the bottom. And as I'm noticing, they're not really getting a lot of color. They're still like a yellowish color compared to the top nectarines. They have more of a vibrant color, pink to it, red. This one branch alone has about one, two, three, four, 5, 6, and I think there's 6 altogether. Oh no, there's 7. 7 nectarines on this one branch alone. That's excessive because it's putting a lot of weight on that one poor little branch. So next year I'm going to make sure that I don't allow that to happen. That branch must have gotten lost in the shuffle of all the rest. Maybe three per limb should be sufficient. One thing I will do different next year is I will remove most of the lower branches on the tree. I noticed that once they have fruit on it, the fruit gets heavy, the fruit falls and drags on the floor, and I don't want that. So I'm going to trim it as much as I can at the bottom, so it's kind of like midway, more towards the top, the branches. This salt, and I pour it inside with water. I like to put a lot because I'm scared of the bugs. And then after like 10 minutes, you'll see all the little bugs coming out of like this hole right here. That hole right there. You'll see bugs come out. We'll try to sit here for a few minutes and see if we can see something come out. But they normally do it when you're not looking. When you see little holes like that in your fruits, you never want to bite into it. You always want to cut it with a knife, cut it open with a knife, inspect it, and then eat the good parts. Discard the bad parts. And no, it doesn't leave a salty taste on the fruit. Once you rinse it off in the kitchen sink, it doesn't absorb any of the salty flavor. Okay, so I'm back. It's been about maybe 7 minutes, and I noticed here's one worm. Can you see him? Yeah. That's one. I'm sure there's more at the bottom, but that's the one. I just shook it real quick, and that's the one that came up. So I'm glad he's out. That's one less bug I have to worry about. I think I'm gonna rinse it off and take it in the house, clean him really good again, and then see, here he is. And then I'm gonna clean it again, maybe soak him in something else, or vinegar, or just soak them again. Okay. So this is today's harvest. They've been cleaned, rinsed off, and dried. And so they're giving off a very vibrant, sweet smelling aroma that's to die for. Thanks for watching. Thanks for following along in my nectarine harvesting video. Like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.